Hi, friends. Good morning from Brisbane. Yesterday was a unique day for me, for I observed in this little house of ours, our daughter stays here, and in the entry report, there were issues regarding the electricity, plumber issues, and things like. And it hit me when yesterday the landlady herself and her father, must be about 75, 80 years age, they came over. So initially we thought that it must be the plumber team that has come to rectify the faults. But as I saw, I realized, oh no. And then she introduced, she was the landlady. So the landlady herself came to rectify the faults. And that's where my issue started. Well, the tradies in Australia are in great demand. Tradies are the people who are experts in their job: carpenters, electricians, plumbers. They are in great demand, and not very many are available. So they make good money. They have great job. But at the same time, you find that in all such houses where majority of people do their own work, that's where I realized dignity of labor. Though there are builders, constructors who construct the entire house, but for normal day-to-day functioning of the house, maintenance, upkeep, doing up things with respect to electricity, plumbing, area around, cleaning, maintaining their gardens, I find that it is all done by individuals. Are they done because they can't afford plumbers? Could be one reason. Or more importantly, they love to do things by themselves. So that means what? They come themselves, they do it themselves, they maintain the house the way they wish to maintain. And that's where the dignity of labor comes into play. So I decided to go live and share with you how this plays. How this plays. I just wanted to share. When this lady came initially, she rang up the bell. I answered. I didn't know who she was. Then, and she also didn't mention. The old man was with them. They had a toolkit, and the dress they were putting were also not a great landlord kind in India. Putting and showing the dress. No, that wasn't. They were all working dress. So I invited them over. We had a chat. They said that, okay, you had complaints, so we'll look up the complaints. They started working. And in the washroom, there was a issue with the toilet. So the WC seat needed to be set up right. Though I could have done myself, there were some hinges I could have done. But since that was part of the report, they had come, so I said, might as well see. So they saw it. And sure enough, in about 2 minutes' time, the old man in his jeans was on ground around the WC and setting the seat right. For a moment, I got jolted. I said, look at this man. I said, sir, can I help you in any way? He says, no, no, it's all right. Very well, I'll do it. And after about 10, 15 minutes, he set the seat right. The lady was standing there, so I was chatting with them. Generally, are formal, but Australians are very warm-hearted people. So was this lady. So while chit-chatting, I said, "You doing it yourself?" And she said, "Why not? I have been staying in this house now that I have rented it to you, and therefore it's my duty to do it up to the best of my abilities." So we got chatting, introduced each other, and Kellen, the house owner, she said, "I'm Kellen, and I'll ensure that you have a lovely time." And by that time, old men set up the wash basin and the WC and other plumbing jobs. Though she was working with him, she told, when I asked her, "Ki, are you a professional? What are you doing?" And another jolt. She said, "I am a clinical psychologist." So look. Leaders don't wait to be where they are. Leaders understand the need of the organization. It is her own house. We are here in her house. So this little organization she's helping us to maintain. She did not feel shy of coming and working herself. So the biggest part that I got from her was, Paisa, despite being a top professional and again clinical psychologist in great demand in Australia. Why Australia? Any part of the world for that matter, with this kind of qualification. But she was standing very humbly with a set of tools, plumbing tools, helping her father, talking to me, going around. And when I said the shower is not working properly, and she gave a very homely answer that use a polypack around the shower, put some vinegar in it, keep vinegar with this for some time. The all the pores would open, and things got going. One is that part of the things that you can make your job work. आपका काम अच्छा चलेगा, and you can really do it. But knowing, coming yourself, looking into entire thing and doing it up was a great job. Give you another example. One of the tap was leaking. So after some time, the lady told me, sir, may like to store water for a while because I'm going to close the water into the house. I said, why? She said, there's a leakage here. So I'll go downstairs, I'll go and switch off the water taps inside, and then check the entire pipeline and then check up as to why is this leak. Sure enough, another half an hour, 45 minutes, both father and daughter duo, and she also must be what, late 40s, early 50s. So a very matured professional, but she knew the entire water system. She knew where to work. Along with the old man, he knew. I went around with them, we got talking, we became friends. But at the end of it, I realized that they knew things on ground as to from where to stop the water, how to check the pipeline, how to clear the leakage, and set things right. They don't come to you automatically. As leaders, you have to do every bit of it with your subordinates, with your people in the organization. Leader doesn't mean simply giving orders and getting things done. It doesn't happen that way. And when you know every bit of details of your organization, that's where you can actually help your people. That's where the humility of the leader lies. That's where the dignity of the labor lies. So with these two small examples, I'll close the live chat today. And I realize that you and me, whichever organization we are in, the charity begins at home. So at home, we must start working in the best possible manner so that we know every task that is required to be done at home, whether it is my own personal job or my mom's job or my wife helping, or I'm helping my children or getting things for the house. In India, things are comparatively different. You call for a plumber, electrician, they come set up things and go. But out here, it's a different thing. I observed the similar thing in Germany as well. When we were on a military tour to Germany, again, the dignity of labor, doing things by themselves, a great job. So it's not that I'm boasting for place A or place B, but what I am observing, we in India also work with our hands, get things done ourselves. But this prevalence of a leader's trait of getting things done by themselves, knowing, understanding, and doing it by themselves, and then helping others in your surrounding, others in your organization. That's the true trait of leadership. Continue to watch my videos on leadership sessions, on crisis management, on confidence building, on communication issues, on relational issues in your professional work. There's so much of stress. So I keep talking on all these items, help the senior leaders understand their environment and get over get over or overcome the problems that they have in their organization in similar manner. Share with your friends and colleagues, and don't forget to subscribe the channel. Follow me and keep enjoying the leadership sessions, the practical leadership aspects that we need so much in the world today. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Take care. Jai Hind.